But without further ado, am I still natural?
I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, guess until he get the message. I feel the pressure under more scrutiny.
All right, what's going on, guys? I just got back from getting my hair cut. Got a little bit more cut off than usual, as you can see. It's pretty short right now, but literally my hair grows so damn fast that like if I only just get a little bit trimmed off, like how I usually like it, it gets grows so fast I have to go back to her super soon. So until we're just cut off more, so it'll be like maybe 3 or 4 months until I have to go back to her to get it trimmed up. So let me know what you think. But anyway, I know that there is only one reason why you guys clicked onto this video, and that is wondering if I'm natural or not still. This has been very anticipated by many people. I always get questions about this, and it seems like nowadays this is really the only thing people care about in the fitness world, so why not make a video about it? So before I address the elephant in the room, I would like to encourage all of you guys to stay through the whole duration of the video and watch to the end. If you watch any one of my videos to the end, I prefer it to be this one because I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff and I have a perspective that I think a lot of people need to hear. But without further ado, am I still natural? Yes, I am. I am 100% natural. I've still never taken any steroid, PED, any type of gear in my entire life. I'm 23 years old and I've been natural for the entirety of it. But yeah, so to preface the rest of this video, I'm basically going to just go over all of my blood work that I got done in February. I got screenshots and everything that I'm gonna pull up for you guys to look at. And then afterwards, I'm going to give some of my personal opinions and insights into this whole topic, and then finish it off with 3 reasons to why I really never plan to ever take steroids or any type of PEDs in my future. So I actually don't really know much about all this blood work type stuff. This is one thing that I'm trying to educate myself more on. And also I didn't actually get these tests done to prove I'm natural. I really just wanted to check my health and get all my levels checked. I also am living out here permanently in Arizona now. And now that I'm here, I wanted to like establish myself with a primary care doctor in the area. So I went to go see him and I thought I might as well get all my blood work done. No better time than now to get a baseline of all my blood work now that I'm very healthy, feeling good, just to compare to if something ever does happen. So I literally walked into the doctor place and I told the homie, like, just give me every test you got. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to know everything. As much as you want to give me, like, I'm down. So here we go. I'm not going to give you any advice on this blood work. I'm not going to tell you like what all this stuff means because I fucking don't. But let's look at it. So as you can see here, this is basically all of the tests that I got done with the doctor. So I'll just go down the list. First up is the STD test. So unfortunately I am positive for stage 5 chlamydia, which sucks, but I'm just kidding. That is just a joke. As you can see here, negative and negative for the STDs, negative on the HIV. And again, I just want to clarify that is 100% a joke. I do not have any STDs. I never have in my entire life. Next, so I don't really know what this one means. UA with micro is the test, I guess, and then all this stuff. You guys can look at it if you want. Here's the one that everyone's probably curious about, my testosterone. So my testosterone test was 578 nanograms per deciliter. So standard range is 240 to 1,022. I'm not sure if that's like everyone or just for males, but that's the range they had. I'm in the middle. I honestly thought my testosterone was going to be way more, like 700 to 800 at least, but I mean, I'm in range, so it's chill. I think it could have been a lot higher. I did hit 2 jerks the night before. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm usually a 1 jerk a night guy, but like for some reason that night before the blood test, I did a 2 jerk, and that might have affected some stuff. I don't know if a 1 jerk maybe get me a 700 to 800, but who knows. That's my testosterone. Here is the, this is called the lipid panel. Cholesterol looks good, so that's solid. All the other stuff, triglycerides, all this. Like, everything's in range here, so again, feel free to take a look. This is the TSH. This is the TSH with reflex to free TFR. No idea, again, but There it is. CBC with differential is this one. That's what this one's called. Literally none of this stuff I really understand what this means. There it is. Then we got the hemoglobin A1C. There it is. There's my level and range again. All right, and then here's my comprehensive metabolic panel. So I'll stop here on this one because this is the only test where I had something flagged which was out of range. My creatinine levels here, as you can see, were 1.3, and the standard range is 0.7 to 1.2, so like a tiny bit higher. I talked to the doctor about this. She said that this was really nothing to worry about. I might have just been a little bit dehydrated. To my understanding, I think that creatinine is comes from creatine, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what happens. I believe that if this level gets too high, it can affect your liver, but it was just so slightly above that she said it wasn't a big deal. She wasn't worried about it, so that's really it for this one. There's the rest of everything for the test. And then the RPR, whatever that means, there's that, non-reactive, so that sounds good to me. So there you have it. That's all my blood work. Like I said, I don't really know if this proves I'm natural or not. I don't really care if it does. This was not my intent at all. I want to just see my health get checked, but I figured everyone would enjoy seeing this, so maybe someone will make a video on this, reacting to this, and giving their thoughts. But looks like everything checked out for me. You know, everything's in range for the most part, and health-wise, I have nothing to worry about, so I'm really happy with that. And yeah, so now I really just want to go into all of my opinions on gear and this whole situation, because I really never talk about this. I made 1 or 2 TikToks talking about being natural, and that's it. And then I've never talked about it on my YouTube or my Instagram really at all. So, you know, I figured, you know, I've been meaning to make this for a while. I just wanted to wait for the right time. And I felt like there's no better time than now. So first off, I do not look down on anybody that takes gear. I do not think less of them. I do not think it's this terrible thing. Now, PEDs are part of bodybuilding, and I'm one of the biggest bodybuilding fans out there. I love it. And I also love all professional sports, and whether you know it or not, there are definitely athletes out there in every pro sport that, you know, take some sort of PEDs. Not all of them, not saying everyone does, but it's definitely readily available, and there's ways to get around it. So it's really not like this taboo thing, you know. I don't have a problem with it, but there are situations where I do have a problem with it, and that is just seeing so many younger kids getting into steroids or taking some SARMs or something at a very young age. You know, seeing kids start blasting at like 16, 17, or 18 years old is like, bro, I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, this is a free country. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life, but being so influenced by so many nowadays to take gear is just sad to me, especially when it can affect their health in very negative ways. Like, not fully developed mentally, physically, emotionally. You're just not ready to take steroids. Your body's just not ready for it. And that's just my biggest advice to so many of you out there. Wait as long as you can. Have a lot of years under your belt training, so you already know what you're doing. And yeah, I'm not going to put a number on it on when you should or when it's okay to start gear, if you do want to. I mean, realistically, like, I wouldn't recommend anyone before they're 21 to start doing it. Even if they've been lifting since they're fucking 12 or 13 like myself. Like, I still wouldn't recommend like a 21-year-old doing it. But at least like 21, in my opinion. And also, I think it's just so different. Fitness and bodybuilding is just so different from where it was 10 to 20 years ago. People are so open about their gear usage now. Everyone loves to talk about it and give advice, and you know, I think that there's pros and cons to that, and the pros are, you know, people aren't as naive as they used to be in thinking that they could look like Ronnie Coleman naturally, and they're not setting unrealistic expectations for themselves when they're trying to get in the gym and getting discouraged when they don't look like Ronnie Coleman after lifting for 5 years. It's also great that people are more open talking about it, because you have a lot of very smart individuals that do give great advice on PED protocol. And if a young person does end up taking something, it's better to have someone very knowledgeable about it in their ear explaining stuff, how to do it the right way if they're going to. those are some of the pros. And the cons is that now you also have, on the flip side, people that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to steroids or PED protocol, and giving their advice on TikTok or whatever it is, telling kids what to do, take Tren, take SARMs, whatever the fuck it is. And that's when you run into issues, because now kids don't know what the fuck to do and are blasting random shit that isn't gonna get them to their goals. But yeah, that's my little rant on where we are now. Again, there's some good and there's some bad. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna get into the 3 reasons why I really don't plan on ever taking steroids, and if I do, I think that it'll be past 30 for sure, if I end up deciding to at some point. And actually, and it's really only like 2 reasons, but I threw in an extra after thinking about it. So the first reason is the biggest reason why I do not take any steroids, and that is just the potential health and side effect risk that you're taking if you're going to start steroids. Now, I will start by saying that, you know, some stuff you can take is actually, you know, beneficial to your health. Like, I'm pretty sure TRT is recommended. You know, if you have low testosterone as a man, you can't get it up. Like, you know, I think that will help you health wise. But my topic is more about just if your health is perfectly fine, the health risks and the side effect risks that you might place on yourself. So I'm not afraid to admit this. I might have been afraid to admit this a few years ago, but I'm much more comfortable now with myself. So I'm a huge pussy when it comes to drugs. Even like when I was younger, like, I mean, I grew up and people were doing drugs in high school, and I went to ASU, one of the biggest party schools, and I joined a fraternity as well. So as you can imagine, I was around drugs all the time, and the most I ever did was smoke a little weed, and I only did for like a couple of years, and then I stopped because it just made me extremely lazy, and I can't really have that if I am trying to do big things in my life. So I don't do anything, and that's really the only thing I've ever done. But I've just always been scared of like what, you know, could possibly happen if I did take something. And then yeah, so I mean, some of the side effects I'll talk about. So some of the side effects like very much scare me when it comes to steroids. First, my hair. I love my fucking hair, and I really don't want to lose this. And I do believe I have like a male pattern baldness in my family or something like that. So I think that I'd be prone to losing my hair if I started steroids. So I don't want to fucking lose my hair. Acne, you know, a lot of bodybuilders get acne. I am very prone to acne my whole life. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I've gone on Accutane twice. I had acne my whole life and all that. So yeah, I don't want to make this shit worse. I already have like a ton of scarring and everything, so there's that. And then like another one just to mention is gyno. Like, I've never had gyno, but you know, I see all these like homies like it in gyno surgery and stuff, and like, dude, like I don't want to deal with like so many of the side effects that come with steroids, potentially, you know. Obviously, this is not all like gonna happen for sure, but like there's always that potential risk that you're entering when you do decide to hop on something. And the bigger things to look at are like all the organs in my body, my heart, my liver, you know, everything that makes me able to still live. Like, I don't want to fuck up anything. So again, if you are, just understand the risk that you're placing on yourself. If you're okay with that risk, then that's up to you. The second reason why I don't really plan on ever taking steroids is I've realized my influence on people, on so many younger kids, is huge. So my second reason is just simply just to inspire the younger generation of kids and be a good role model in the way I can. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with taking steroids, but I just want younger kids to realize that you can still build a great physique naturally. And I, like very many out there, are the product of that. And then the third reason why I plan to stay natural is kind of an interesting one. Social media is a huge part of how bodybuilders and fitness influencers or whatever, or coaches, are able to make money and able to promote products, promote supplements, promote clothing, promote their coaching, do brand deals and stuff like that. So this is social media is a huge part of how bodybuilders make money. You know, I always tell people I did not get into bodybuilding and decide to post on social media because I wanted to be rich. If I wanted to be rich, I wouldn't be doing this shit. I do this because I love lifting weights, and when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. You've probably heard that cliche saying, but it's fucking true. But with that being said, I do realize that if I want to make a living off what I do, I have to be good at what I do and have a strong social media presence, be good at coaching, be good at, you know, providing content for people, and be good at competitive bodybuilding. But here's the thing, being natural, in my head, being natural is almost like is almost like a good business decision, because in terms of the social media world, like I said in the start of this video, it seems like it's all people care about anymore is natty or not on their favorite person. And every one of you guys knows, like, that's one of the biggest things that draws the views, that draws the conversation, the debate, the exposure to a certain person. And it's huge to build a personal brand around that. Like, it helps a lot. It really does. And, you know, I've seen that. And this, you know, some of the smartest people out there that, you know, I'll name right now, someone like Mike O'Hearn or someone like Liver King. What do you think of? You think of them, you think of fake natty. And that whole natty thing has gotten them so much popular than they probably ever could imagine. And the funny thing, and the cool thing about me though, is that it's like, or someone that is natural, is that, you know, I don't have to lie about it. I'm not lying about it. I'm not lying about it. You know, this is like the truth for me, you know, so it's cool. And, or even someone like fucking Greg Doucette, like that homie does Natty or Nots. Why does he do Natty or Nots? Because he knows everyone and their fucking mother is going to watch it. So the third reason is basically, I believe that it helps market myself on social media platforms. People that are really into bodybuilding, people are just into fitness, or just the mainstream average person that sees me pop up on their Explore or whatever. You know, they see that I'm natural or something, and they're like, no fucking way, and there you go. Reading through the comments, sharing. It's a business thing too, and you know, people think, I'm 23 years old right now, and you know, 2 years ago when I started this, no one thought I was natural, so imagine in 10 years, you know, where I'll be and how many more people will not think I'm natural still. So it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to think about, because I know that I am, and I know my truth. But I think it's good. It's good for business, honestly. So yeah, that's like kind of my third reason. That's not like, you know, the first two reasons are really the most important, but the third one I just kind of tacked on is something I tell myself too. Look, I love bodybuilding, and you know, one day I might eventually take steroids if I think I have the potential to step on that Olympia stage and, you know, maybe do a big thing and maybe be the best in the world. Like, you know, who knows, I might. But my goal right now is to be the best natural bodybuilder possible. I have plans. I want to win the OCB Orton Cup. I want to win the INBA, PNBA Natural Olympia. I want to win Worlds. I want to do great things in natural bodybuilding. And then I also want to step my foot in the NPC. I want to, and I will, I promise you I will, win my IFBB Pro card naturally. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, there's just so much I want to do naturally before I can even think of taking steroids. So that's kind of my mindset now. Who knows, in the future I might, but yeah, that's the three biggest reasons why I'm not doing it anytime soon. And yeah, dude, I'm happy where I'm at right now. I'm lifting, eating, growing, making huge gains. I love where I'm at right now. I've also been like getting more into YouTube again. As you can see, I'm posting again, feeling better mentally about the whole social media thing. And that's basically it for you guys. You guys know I keep it real. Again, the whole natural thing, you may believe me, you may not. That's up to you, bro. If you don't, it's okay. I'm very comfortable with myself and who I am. So, you know, most people's thoughts and opinions don't really bother me anymore unless I really respect you. And in that case, I do care about what you think. But the average person, bro, believe it, whatever you want. But that's really it. I filmed an arm day a couple days ago, so I'll throw that up and roll that for you. But yeah, new video every 2 weeks. Stay tuned. I have a lot of good ideas planned for you guys. I'm gonna try and be expanding my whole YouTube into more of like educational purposes. Like, I really want to like help you guys. I really want to just spread my knowledge, even though, you know, I feel like I don't know everything, but I want to give the most knowledge I can to you guys. So that's what mostly my YouTube is going to be about in the future, in this year, and next couple years. I love you guys. Enjoy the workout, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.
Yeah, bro. No shit.
Everyone says size down, but dude, this is like tight. This is not large.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
But this is March 14th.
I don't think they can see it.
March 14th, Superman fit.
Dude, look at this shit. You see this chest, bro? Why would you not buy it?
Whole lot of hoes
of blessed OB, yeah, you know that a hoe got it. Whole lot of who ain't desire, cause you know that I do got it. Whole lot of D on me, I walk in, I'm a showstop. Whole lot of head up, a new chopper. Whole lot of pop up, some new shop. Whole lot of it being in paper. Whole lot of pressure, a new flavor. Whole lot of sticks on do safety. Whole lot of horses in here, I did 280. She wanna be my little buddy, my throw baby. She proved herself, she's the $10 location. This shit that pack, I did not do negotiate. My soul was smart, cause these niggas be two-faced. Whole lot of foreigns in my name. Slid on that boy, we just hit him, got good aim. Cash out of Wi-Fi, I bought me a new chain. Cash out of Johnny, he made me like 4 range. Whole lot of hash, I be using that butane. Whole lot of vibes on the new wave. Whole lot of hundreds inside of my boom bag. Count up 100 while rocking the do-rag. I paid a little ticket, don't look at the price tag. Gave it to D, now she calling me right back. She hit my flavor, see I'm on the collab. If we took it from you, then you can't get shit back. Said I wouldn't try no more, I had to relapse. Like this would say, so I walked in with 2 straps. The hitters with me, they just shoot, they do not rap. So much that we from the trap, I might quit rap. Whole lot of blessed OB, yeah, you know that a hoe got it. Whole lot of who ain't desire, cause you know that I do got it. Whole lot of D on me, I walk in, I'm a showstop. Whole lot of handguns, a new chopper. Whole lot of pop-ups, a new shop.
Whole lot of phones back in the garage. Whole lot of choppers on us when we mob. Whole lot of chrome hearts, whole lot of go yard. Nigga, I back coops like go-karts. She gave me head in traffic, I almost crashed, I had to go park. I lit my blunt up, turned the music up and told her don't stop.
Wait till I get my money right. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, guess until he get the message. I feel the pressure under more scrutiny. And what I do, act more stupidly. Bought more jewelry, more Louis V. My mama couldn't get through to me. The drama, people suing me. I'm on TV talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosbys, I ain't go to Hill, man. I guess the money should've changed them. I guess I should've forgot where I came from.